throttle body problems? Here's how to test and diagnose it like a pro. Hey everyone, welcome back to Exoni Views. If you've ever had to deal with rough idling, poor acceleration, or sudden stalling, you know how annoying it can be. In today's video, we're tackling how to test and diagnose a throttle body issue. It's simpler than you think, and I'll walk you through it step by step. Before we get started, if you enjoy learning more about car repairs and saving money on maintenance, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us bring you more great content. Step 1. Visual inspection. Start by popping the hood and checking out your throttle body. Look for carbon buildup or dirt around the throttle plate. This might seem basic, but a dirty throttle body can seriously mess with your engine's performance. If you haven't cleaned it yet, use a throttle body cleaner and a cloth or brush to remove any debris. Already cleaned it? Then you're good to go. Just make sure there's no leftover grime. Step 2. Checking for trouble codes. Next, grab an OBD2 scanner and connect it to your vehicle's diagnostic port. If you see codes like P0120 through P0124, they're pointing to potential issues with the throttle position sensor, TPS. It's a great first clue that something might be up. Step 3. Testing the throttle position sensor, TPS. For this step, you'll need a digital multimeter. The goal is to test the signal wire, which provides voltage readings based on the throttle's position. This procedure is for a manual throttle body. Locate the TPS connector. Begin by locating the connector plugged into the throttle position sensor, TPS. Most setups have 3 wires: power, ground, and signal. Check your vehicle's service manual or wiring diagram to confirm the wire colors. If you don't have these, no problem, we'll determine them step by step. How to identify and test TPS wires. Disconnect the TPS connector from the TPS. And set up your multimeter. Switch your multimeter to DC voltage mode, which will help identify the power and signal wires. Keep the ignition key in the on position without starting the engine. Identify the power wire. With the connector still unplugged, place the black multimeter probe on a known ground, such as the chassis or battery negative terminal. Use the red probe to test each wire. The power wire will display a constant voltage of approximately 5 volts. Find the ground wire. Switch your multimeter to continuity mode. Place one probe on a known ground and use the other to test each wire. The multimeter will beep or display continuity when the ground wire is present. Confirm the signal wiring. Once you've identified the power and ground wires, the remaining wire should be the signal wire. To confirm, reconnect the TPS connector to the throttle body. Set your multimeter back to DC voltage mode. With the black probe grounded, touch the red probe to the signal wire. At idle, throttle closed, the voltage should read around 0.5 to 0.7 volts. As you manually open the throttle, the voltage should increase smoothly to approximately 4.5 to 5 volts. If, for instance, the reading is up 0.96 volts at idle and 4.64 volts at fully open throttle, it is within the acceptable range, indicating a properly functioning TPS. If the voltage readings are jumpy, inconsistent, or outside the expected range, the TPS is likely faulty and will need replacement. Found this helpful so far? Let me know by commenting below. Your questions and feedback help make our videos even better. Step 4. Testing the throttle body actuator, for electronic throttle bodies. If your car uses an electronic throttle control, etc., you'll need a scan tool with bidirectional capabilities. This tool lets you command the throttle plate to open and close while observing its response. If the throttle plate is slow or doesn't respond properly, you may have an issue with the actuator motor or electronic controls. Step 5. Checking for air leaks. Another common issue? Air leaks. Spray a bit of throttle body cleaner around the base of the throttle body while the engine is running. If the RPM changes, you've likely got a vacuum leak to deal with. Step 6. Inspecting connectors and wiring. Sometimes it's not the throttle body itself, but the connectors or wiring causing problems. Check for corrosion, damage, or loose connections. You can use a multimeter to check continuity and rule out any issues with the wiring harness. Step 7. Perform an idle relearn procedure. After cleaning or replacing your throttle body, your car may need to relearn its idle settings. 1. Turn the ignition to on, without starting the engine, for a few seconds. 2. Turn it off, then repeat. 3. Start the engine and let it idle for 5 to 10 minutes. This helps the ECU recalibrate and adapt to the clean or new throttle body. And there you have it. Diagnosing and testing a throttle body doesn't have to be intimidating. If you enjoyed this guide or have any questions, hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more auto repair content from Exoni Views. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.